welcome to my channel. Today I want to show you how to make your own backing papers just using inks and fine liners and some homemade stencils. So let's get started. This first backing paper I'm going to use some stencils that I've made myself, and these are just using some thick cardstock and strips. This one's a bit more intricate, I've had to draw it out and then cut it with a knife, whereas these ones I've just cut strips of paper and put them into different patterns. So I think we'll go with this nice lattice one. I'm just using some regular copy paper. If you want it to be a thicker type of paper, then use something different. So you can keep your stencils in place by using a little bit of low tack tape, or just hold them down, it's up to you. Just like to have that little bit of a backup. So if the door goes or one of the kids wants something, I know I can leave it and come back. So I'm using inks for this one. I'm just using my finger daubers. You can use a regular tool to rub your ink on. Can't think of the name right then. But I've got these recently and I really like them. It sort of gives me a bit more control as to what I want to do. So now I've got some nice new inks. So I think we'll start with this nice blue. So I think this is the one I've already used, so not my dauber. And because I'm dropping my finger over. Right, because this card's black, it's alright, it don't matter, anything that you put on it will just dry and you can use it again and again. You can laminate them if you're making your own templates at home. This one will be a bit tricky for cutting out, but if you've got the patience to do it, then carry on. But I haven't, so right, so I've got my ink. I'm just going in between. It's rather a pale pink, this one, so it might not be picking it up on the camera. Let's get a bit of a darker one. We'll got this nice bright one instead. This will go over the bit like they've done. So I've got a different one because I don't want the colours mixing up. I bet you can see that. See, it's not as bright as what it looks on the ink pad. It looks like electric blue on the ink pad, but it's more of a deep sky blue, I'd say. So it's up to you as to what you want to do. We're just making these backing papers with just inks. You can do all the types of different things like mixed media and you know, using different textures and embossing and things like that, but this is just what I'm using today, just to show you. You don't need lots of different things to make your own backing papers, or even if you've got backing papers and you just want to make something that's a bit more personalised to whatever project it is that you're wanting to do. So you can go in the circular motion or just stipple and do it that way. Just depends on what you want to do. If you've got one of the bigger ones, just rub some ink onto it and it'll cover the area a bit quicker, but I like these ones at the moment. It's my new toy. So, right. Not going to do it the same all over, so I think what I'm going to do is move those out of the way. Now, because the paper's not stuck, that's what we've managed to do so far, if you can see. I'm going to turn it round and just pop it underneath so it's at the same position but the opposite corner now, and then over here. Good thing about doing it like this is you'll get different parts of the paper that you could use your die cuts on, or just cut them out if you've got templates, or if you're good at doing things by freehand. And you've got your own personalised papers. Like I say, with mixed media, it's if you were doing different textures and things on different parts of the paper, and this technique's really good for it because you can get it all over in different spots. Or if you've not got it stuck down, you can just move the stencil around. But I just like to have that bit of backup. Like I say, I've got 3 kids, a dog and 2 cats, and things can happen, and I like to know that I can come away from it and come back to it and it'll be alright. So I think I'll leave that one as that. So just take paper out. I've just got nice 2 patches of that one, and then just lift up. This is the low tack tape from Crafters Companion. You could use masking tape if that's what you've got. And like I said, I'll just hold it down with your hand, it's totally up to you. Right, so let's pick another one. So I'll go for the brick formation. I think I'll have that one there. Because I've got no idea what I'm going to use this paper for, but I just like playing. If you've got, you know, spare 20-30 minutes to just play around and see what you like, then this is a fun thing just to do. Right, there we go. Right, so I think I'll go with an obvious brown for the brick part of it. It's metallic, this one. I think it's probably more of a copper than a brown. Right. See, I love this with the inks. They look like a really stark colour when you first get them, but when you put them onto the paper, totally different to what you think they're going to turn out to be. If you have laminated your stencils, if you've made your own, then they'll easily be wiped off, but I'll just leave them once they're dry, and that'll be it. You'll still get plenty of use out of them. Right, and the same again, we'll move that round. So this time I might be able to overlap some of it, and we'll see what that turns out like. Nice just to have a play. Oh, so the blue's still showing through, which is good. There we go. Of course, I'm going to put your lid back on the ink so it doesn't dry out. Oh, it's a nice contrast to it. If you can, I don't know if you can see it on the camera, but there's a lovely sheen to that with it being a metallic ink. Just put that to the side while I get this stencil out of the way. Right, I think I'll do colouring in more of the background without a stencil, and then we can take it from there. Okay. Nice. I'd say we're a canary yellow. Very vibrant. It might be different when we put it on. Right, I think let's get the bigger one because I'm doing more of it now. Stick my pan on. Just load up your sponge. And then if you've got some plastic, I've got one here. If you want to protect your work area, just get one of these old poly bags. I save these because I don't like them because they don't get recycled. Not the same as the other stuff anyway. And then you can come right off the edge of your work, and then it'll go over it. But you can put different pressures on, so you'll get different markings. You can put some ink onto the poly bag, but I find it's just easy enough. You can dab it on your ink pad. Like I said, if you put different pressures on, you'll get different tints into it. Don't worry about if it does that. I shall be stretching it out and using it for your backings anyway, so I'll do a bit on this side. Over these breaks. You can carry on using the stencils and just keep layering things up as to what you want to do. Oh, look at this nice sagey green. Let's just get another sponge. Got these lovely new inks. I got them from the range, and there were a set of metallic ones and then just regular ones, and I think there were 12 in a set, something like that. They weren't expensive. It's alright. I'll go for this one. If you haven't got inks but you've got watercolour paints or pencils, wax crayons, oil pastels, there's all sorts of different mediums that you can do to use this technique. It's like using the ink because it dries fairly quickly, but I am getting inky fingers. But as a craft it or not, that's just the norm. And I think I'll leave these little splodges of white here and there, and just put some other added something to it. I think that's looking rather nice. Pulling out at the moment. So now, if you've got any fine liners or anything like that, then you could draw patterns on it. So I'm just moving my stuff out of the way. So I'll go and get my fine liners and I'll be back. My husband's fine art liner, so shh, don't tell him. Mind you, he'll know because he does editing on my videos, but never mind. So, sorry, Si. Right, so these are chameleon fine liners. This is more into the drawing side of art. So, I think as my favourite colour is purple, I shall go for this one. The 3mm fine liners, these. So, let's see what happens. So, because this is your piece of art, it's totally up to you or how much you want to put on it, or you don't have to do this step, just totally up to you what you want to do. You could spend ages doing this, like adult colouring. It's very therapeutic. And then I think I'll put some swells. Not the best artist in the world, but if you're more of a drawer, you could do more intricate things. Me, I just stick to simple. I'll have to do a video showing you my husband's work, because he really is good at drawing and colouring and that sort of thing, so that'll be another one for me to show you. Oh, I've one coming up down here. If you've got a theme in mind what you want your backing paper to be for, then obviously you can plan this out a little bit more. I'm just sort of winging it, and then these backing papers one day I'll think, oh, that paper that I've made will be just ideal for that card or that art project. So I'll leave that for now, because you don't want to be watching me forever and a day. I'll show you some other ones that I've done. So, right, my desk is covered in all sorts. Right, so that's the one that we've just made. I'll just lift the camera up.